has been an absolute pain. So the first time that I tried making it, the audio was terrible because my phone was still connected to my wireless headphones, so it sounded as though I was inside of a bubble car. Then I tried doing it again, and then the Wi-Fi cut off. So yeah, this really shows my dedication to the cause. This live stream is getting done, right? So anyway, in this one, I want to celebrate one of my guys inside the Entourage. So this is a 51-year-old guy, right? 51 years old, who is now dating hotter women than you, ROFL. All right. So the guy in question, we worked together early on this year. All right. So he'd been watching my videos for a couple of months, and he'd got to a point in his life where he just knew that if he didn't take action now, then nothing was going to change. And I remember on that first consultation call that we had, he was like, listen, I'm in my 50s. I don't really have that much more time to piss away, right? So I just want to get this area of my life handled ASAP. So we had that initial conversation late last year. We finally linked up in London. I took him through the tried and tested system that I give to all the guys who are in my private network. And then he's really been hitting the reps hard. So after we finished working together, he was going around on his own. He was also linking up with other guys in the Entourage, going around London together, coming to different ones of our Entourage events, just linking up with other guys, but really just living and breathing the skill set, right? Just like being super social, talking to everybody, and just practicing, right? So we had a really just amazing messages in the group the other day. So the guy in question, 51 years old, after plying his trade in London, working with me, linking up with the rest of the guys in our community, he had to go to Eastern Europe for business purposes, right? So he's been dotting around Eastern Europe, and dude, the messages in the group that we've been getting from him recently, like they make me so happy, because the reason why I wanted to put this live stream out there is because I know there's a lot of guys who are watching these videos. Maybe you're in your late 30s, your 40s, maybe you're in your 50s as well. Maybe you're even in your 60s, and you're probably feeding on your own BS at the moment, right? You're probably thinking, oh, am I too old for this, right? It's not your age which is the issue. It's the way that you're perceiving your age. And this is the thing that's castrating you of your confidence. And I hope that by me sharing this story of this 51-year-old guy who's absolutely crushing it, I really hope it gives you a newfound sense of optimism, right? Like, I've been with him from day one. Like, we started off in the mud together, like in the struggles. And then after taking him through the process, he's now in a position where he's finally living that rock star dating life. I actually posted, the community tab on my YouTube page. I posted a screenshot from one of his messages in our private WhatsApp group, and dude, that message just makes me so happy. He's like, right, been out today, 10 approaches, 3 number closes. One of the women actually ended up closing him. So to quote the guy, he's saying he's got these statuesque Belarusian blonde bombshells who are blowing up his phone, who are closing him, who are chasing him to come out on dates. He had a date the other night with a Ukrainian air hostess, and he's just like, I can't believe it. Like, this is my reality now. I'm 51 years old. I never expected to be living this rock star dating life, dating women who are over half of my age. Like, if you'd have said this to me when I first signed up to work with Kristian, I just wouldn't have believed you. I didn't think it was possible for me as a guy in his early 50s. But for me now, this is just becoming more commonplace, right? So my traditional client is between the ages of 30 and 50 years old, an entrepreneur, a business owner, a high achiever, someone who's got a lot of stuff already figured out. But it's the women's side of things which is really not handled yet. And I think this is the thing which is castrating them of their confidence. But yeah, the guys who I've worked with, like, obviously we've got this 51-year-old here who's absolutely smashing out the park in Eastern Europe, like finally living his dream dating life, dating the women that he wants rather than settling for the ones he thinks he can get. But I've explained previous stories in the past, like Graham, who I worked with in Krakow last year. So Graham was 50 when we worked together. He'd known about this whole thing, like this game space, for about 3 decades, never really took that much action. And then after spending some time with me in Krakow, again, I took him through my tried and tested, proven system. And within a week of him returning home from Krakow, he started dating a 25-year-old. So a woman half his age. And she's now his girlfriend. Like the two of them are together. And they were having a conversation the other day, and he was like, what was it about me that really compelled you to actually like want to get with me, like, be in this relationship with me? And she said, oh, when you came over to me, you had this big dick energy, had this big D energy, right? This is 50, like 50-year-old Graham, who up until we worked together was completely scared of the possibility of going over to people. Never really took that much action despite knowing about this space. And then he just got to that point where it was make or break moment. He knew he needs to take action. He knew he needs to take action fast. He resonated with me. He'd been following my content for years at this point. He was like, yeah, now's the time. Spent some time with me in Krakow. Within a week, he's dating a 25-year-old who's now his girlfriend. So these stories, I'm putting these stories out to really inspire you boys. It's not your age, it's the way that you're perceiving your age. Even if it's not true, we make it true by believing in it, right? Remember that. Even if it's not true, we make it true by believing in it. You could either use your age as your ultimate purchasing power inside the sexual marketplace. Like, right, I'm in my 50s. I've got this amused mastery. I'm like James Bond. I've got this unfazed energy. Like, I've seen it all. I've done it all. And when I'm going over to these younger women, it's like she's auditioning to become part of my reality. Or you could think, oh, I'm 50 years old. I'm on the scrap heap. What's the point? There's not even point in any starting. It's over. Blah, blah, bullshit. It's not over. It's only over if you think it's over. It's not your age which is the problem. It's the way you're perceiving your age. And this is why I created my network, the Entourage. It's to bring all of these guys together, guys in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, high achievers, entrepreneurs, business owners, because evidence has got the loudest voice, right? When we're on our weekly group coaching call, because that's what you get when you're in the Entourage, weekly group coaching calls for an entire year. We're all sharing our wins. We've got a 50-year-old guy who's fucking dating Belarusian blonde bombshells. We've got Graham, who's got a 25-year-old smoking hot girlfriend, and he's in his 50s. We've got Sean, who I coached in Malaga, who's 49 years old. After we finished our time together in Malaga, he's got more options than he knows what to do with. Like, his biggest problem now is deciding which woman he's going to take on a date. And in fact, as well, with Sean, he was getting results within just days of joining the network, right? Within days of him joining the Entourage, he was already out there. He was already approaching. He was already number closing. He's already getting dates set up, all because of the energy in this group. Like, he entered the Entourage, saw all of these other mature gentlemen who are absolutely crushing it all over the world. Before we'd even done any in person, the energy of that group just motivates him to get out there, free himself from his own bullshit, and start using other people's stories to fuel his own narrative, which is just crazy. Before we even do any in person, within a couple of days of him joining, he's already starting to build that rock star dating life for himself. We had another guy who signed up, 42 years old, very similar position. Knew about this stuff for a long time, never really taken any action. And then within a couple of days of him signing up, becoming a member of the Entourage, he approached a 19-year-old girl in Brazil, and the two of them are now in this beautiful love bubble together. He's 42, she's 19. She's absolutely besotted with him. And he was like, you know what? This would never have been possible. It would never have been possible without Kristian. It would never have been possible without the Entourage. And this is life now. This is a beautiful thing. It's like when we surround ourselves with winners, we win. And evidence really does have the loudest voice. And I hope that by me sharing these stories, like this 51-year-old who's currently dating hotter women than you, ROFL, Graham's story, Sean's story, the 42-year-old guy's story, like, I hope that these stories really inspire you. Like, it's not over, right? You could be watching this and you're in your 50s. There's nothing stopping you right now deciding that this is going to be the best decade of your life. Like, if you're watching this stream, you're in your 40s, you're in your 50s, and you've got to that point where you're kind of thinking, oh, I might as well give up, like, oh, like, I'm too old, I shouldn't be doing this. You're starting to live your life like a closet heterosexual. And it's like all of this nonsense which is currently in your brain. I want this live stream to really give you that source of motivation and optimism and hope as well, because a man without hope is dead. I think there's so much garbage on the internet. Men these days are getting brainwashed by the brain dead, and I think this type of content, the content that I'm making, the guys that I'm actually helping, hopefully this helps you to actually just penetrate through the BS, the BS from the internet, society, and your own mind as well. Like, these are real life people enjoying real life experiences with real life women. These are individuals that you can meet if you become part of the entourage. And I just hope that their stories help to inspire your stories, right? So yeah, just big shout out, 51 years old, absolutely crushing it, living that rock star dating life, and fully deserved as well. Fully deserved. I've been with you since the start, and it's just beautiful to see that you're enjoying the fruits of your labor right now. So yeah, these are the stories from inside the entourage. If you would like to join us, if you would like to get mentored by me personally and have an entire year of dedicated support, not just from me, but my global network of like-minded action takers, there's a link below. The thing that I really love now about the entourage is it's no longer just a network for cold approach. Like, that's at the core, right? Like, inside of this network, you're gonna meet guys who are all crushing it with cold approach. Like, that's the central theme of the network. It's to master the art of daytime cold approach in the fastest possible time, so we can be getting dates on demand with the sort of women who turn heads as soon as we walk into a venue together. Like, cold approach is the core USP. But what's beautiful now, because we're attracting so many high-level guys, like 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs, business owners, crypto investors, digital nomads, it's also becoming a way for guys to make money. Like, we've got a guy inside of the group who he works in tech, and whenever he gets jobs, or whenever new guys join and they're looking for jobs, he's like, hey dude, like, I know this guy, like, I can link you up, 100k 200k a year job, here's the contact details, let them know that I sent you. So like, this really is like my decade project, like making this group into the #1 decentralized network on the planet for guys who want to get more girls, make more money, and really live that rock star lifestyle. So yeah, if you're watching this video and you're even slightly interested in joining us and meeting the guys in this network, connecting with us all on a personal level, and just living this rock star lifestyle together, then there's a link below. You can book in a free 30-minute consultation call. It's free, so you might as well do it. You can also download my free courses as well. So yeah, links for everything below. Big shout out, 51 years old, absolutely crushing it. Can't wait to hear about more of your esoteric escapades as you travel across Eastern Europe. But yeah, hopefully you boys appreciate the dedication. This is the 3rd time that I've done this live stream, so if the audio is not good right now, then I don't know what's going on. But anyway, boys, listen, I love you really much. I'm really tired. I just got back from Amsterdam. So anyway, look, I'll speak with you boys again tomorrow. Drop the live stream a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and go check out the new Amsterdam videos if you've not seen them already. Bye.